Hello. Hello, how are you? My name is Tiffany Huckelman, and I am the founder of Lone Orange. Excited to have you here today. And all right, well, I don't know. We might be having some trouble here. Let's try this again. If you can hear me or see me, will you let me know because I seem to be having some troubles. And I'm not even sure if I'm on or not, which is fun. Not very fun. All right, all this new technology. It's fantastic, but oh my. Oh. Come on, Facebook. Work with me here. All right, well, here we are. And I know I'm streaming to LinkedIn as well as YouTube, so we're going to go with it. And hopefully it will show up on Facebook at some point. So, good morning. Hello again. Here I'd like to ask you a question. Let's start with, would you as a solopreneur like to head to the beach while your business keeps running? Does that even seem like a possibility right now? Do you feel like you're tethered or leashed or chained to your business and that you can't leave it for any amount of time? Do you really wish that you want to find do you really want to find the freedom that you thought you were getting when you started a business? So watch this live stream and I'm going to share how. So I want to tell you the tale of two vacations. Florida 2011. So it's a few years ago. My business was less than a year old. I went to Florida with my husband's family, which was amazing. But my business was new and I was the only one in my business. So I chose to, depending on how you want to look at it, had to work. Like I was not in a position where I could not be making money for 2 full weeks. So I had to work. And so I scheduled it and I tried to keep it minimal, but I still had to work so I could keep serving my clients, that they could get the work they needed, and that I could make some money. All right. So now fast forward to last year, Hawaii 2021, I was very blessed to be able to go on a dream vacation with my family to Hawaii. Now, I every vacation since, I have done a little bit of work. But when we were getting ready to go to Hawaii, I started thinking about how I was going to pack my laptop and when I was going to check in, and we were going to have a time difference between my team and I, and how we're going to work on that. And then I realized that just based on luggage, I wasn't going to be able to take my laptop. It just didn't make sense. Oh my. That filled me with dread. That I really wondered, can I do this? Can I not be available to my team or to my clients at all? I realized I was going to have to be completely unplugged from my business. That was scary. My team has done great things for me in the past, but I've always been kind of a little bit plugged in. But with Hawaii, when we were going to Hawaii, I couldn't. I wasn't going to be able to do anything. So now, if you had told me back in 2011 that I would ever be able to take a vacation without working, I would have thought you were crazy. I had no intention of ever having a team back in 2011. And now I was able to take a 3-week vacation completely unplugged. And the business kept running and we were making money and we did really well that month. It wasn't even like me being gone did not necessarily hurt our bottom line that much. Whoa. It's possible. It worked for me. It can work for you. So, you want to know how I did it? The key thing, if I really distill it down to one thing, the key thing is that with systems, is having the systems in place so that I could delegate the things, that my team knew what needed to be done, what I expected to be done, and that things were being done the way that I wanted them done to align with my business and my culture. I knew that it was going to be that things got done the Lone Orange way. And these are the systems that we use in everyday life and everyday business operations. So this wasn't new, but getting those systems down is really what made the difference between 2011 and 2021. Um, and it also getting those systems also helped me manage the people to the outcomes. So I managed my team to the outcomes. But so that was the key. The systems were absolutely the key, but we're talking a 10-year difference here, right? Like there was a lot of things that had to happen before I could do that. Now, as I'm thinking about this, I just said there's a 10-year span, and there was. But I had been actually able to take pretty well unplugged vacations for several years prior. I think it was more a decision on my part to stay a little bit plugged in, but this Hawaii trip like forced me to cut the ties for 3 full weeks. So having those systems in place was absolutely the number one key. But there were a lot of things that in those 10 years since 2011 I had to do to work up to this point where I could trust my team to be completely cut off from them and things keep running. So the things I had to do, the steps that I took and looking back that I needed to take was first of all getting clear on my identity. Who was I as a business? What what was that essence? What was going to make me different than other companies doing similar work? What was my personality? What was my core values? Like I had to really do a lot of introspection because solopreneurs are so inextricably linked from our business that our personality often becomes our business personality. But that doesn't mean that we necessarily see it very easily. Like we still have to have kind of a mirror held up so that we can see what our essence is. So I had to get really clear. I had to start with really who I was, who I wanted to help, like what were the types of people that I could best help. There at that point there were a lot of graphic design. There still are a lot of graphic designers. But because I was building this business on graphic design, there were graphic designers were a dime a dozen, and I had competitors like 99 Designs and those kind of things. So I had to really spend some time and get clear on who I was as a business, who I could best help, and what really I wanted to offer. What was the transformation that I wanted to offer people? Then I had to think about what was that client experience going to be like? How did I want my clients to experience this business, to experience Lone Orange? What did that look like for them? And then, um, and so that I could then figure out what I needed to be for them, what I needed to provide for them, recognizing that there were stages that clients go through from the moment that they heard my name the first time to getting into the marketing and the sales process to deciding to be clients and what did they need from me there, and then even the wrap up and nurturing. So there was a whole client journey there that I really had to think about what I wanted it to be like for my clients. I had to be intentional and plan that out. So the first two things that I had to do was figure out my identity and get my essence clear, figure out who I wanted to be. Then I had to figure out that client journey and what I wanted my clients to experience. And then I knew what systems I needed to create. And I started with systems that were going to make me more efficient first. And then I started with systems that I was going to be able to delegate to others. And so those systems, I said, was the key to be able to go on vacation for 3 weeks unplugged. But I needed to do all the pre-work first. I needed that identity. I needed that client journey, and I needed to build those systems because then I was able to go hire a team that aligned with my identity, my culture, my values, and I knew exactly how to train them and teach them what to do so that they could do it without me micromanaging them or without me watching over their shoulders. So all of that led up to me being able to go on vacation and knowing that my team was completely capable of and trustworthy of running the business, making money, taking care of the clients the way I wanted them taken care of, and that things were going to go smoothly. And they did. So it is possible for you too. And I want you to be able to see that. If you want to go to the beach, if you want to go to the mountains, if you want to go to the woods, wherever you want to go for a dream vacation, what's that look like for you? Vision that. And now what do you have to do to get from where you are now to where you want to be? It's possible. Like figuring out who you are first, getting that essence, then figuring out what does that journey look like for your clients, not experience for your clients, then figuring out those systems, then getting the team, training the team, and then you can head off to your dream vacation and know that things are going to get done. If that is your dream, then let's get started. And if you don't know where to start, if you don't have anyone on your team yet, if you're not delegating anything, if you are literally doing every little thing in your business, then I want to offer you a free gift. It's called the 3 things that every solopreneur should hand off right now. So this will help you know exactly where to start to get you into the mindset of being able to delegate and get things off your plate. It's a free PDF, just a download that you'll get. I'll put the link. The link is at the bottom of my screen now. I will also post the link in the chat in the conversation after I've stopped going live. And grab that. Please go grab that PDF. Get those first couple things down. And then let's keep talking about what you need to do to be able to head to the beach and know that your business is running without you. It is possible. I do believe it for you. And I want you to believe it too. Because if you had a team you trusted and you knew that they would keep the business running and you would keep making money even though you weren't there, what would that do for you? What would you go do? What would your dream vacation be like? So that you could actually unplug, so that you're not tethered or chained to your business. You can do this. All right, my friends. So the very first step is to go grab that PDF, share it with friends, share it with people you know who are in the same boat, and we'll continue the conversation so that you can be able to head to your dream vacation in the not too distant future. All right, my friends, it has been a pleasure being with you, and I will look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.